What's up guys, hope you're doing great. This is your boy Shots, and in today's video we're going to look at how you can smoothen and soften skin in Premiere Pro. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so this is a beauty campaign that I did for a client. If you take a close look, let me enlarge this particular window. If you take a close look, you notice a lot of blemishes and a lot of other things that doesn't really look pleasing to the eye on the skin of the model. All right, we are not actually going to go way in depth. That's going to be for another video, but in this particular video you're going to look at how we can smoothen and soften the skin so that it doesn't become very conspicuous with the blemishes and everything that we don't want to be having very visible in the shots, because this is actually a beauty campaign, and so we should focus on trying to get something close to perfection. All right, if not exactly perfection, but something close to perfection. All right, so let's get right into it. Let me minimize it a little bit and make it smaller. All right, so the first thing that we are going to do over here is to target the skin area. If you look at the background, one thing that we notice is that the background actually looks just like the skin of the model close. All right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to be very careful with the selection process. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, don't mind these adjustment layers. All right, they are just actually there for the color grading process. So the first thing we're going to do is that we are going to go into our color panel. All right, then it's going to open up Lumetri color for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way down to HSL secondary, that's hue, saturation and luminance. All right, and you're going to drag this all the way down. Make sure that we scroll all the way down to the bottom, where we are going to find key, set color, HSL, color gray, color or gray, with a checker box, as well as what's down below for further color grading or further effect to be given to the image. But because we are going to look at only the smoothing of the skin, we are going to target just a few of these editing tools. So I'm going to go to set color. All right, and I'm going to pick this eyedropper tool. If you're not familiar with the eyedropper tool, it's just a tool used to select a pixel to carry its information or properties to be used accordingly. All right, so that's what we're going to use, but you notice that there are other eyedropper tools with different or unique features to it. This is with the plus sign and this is with the minus sign, and we are going to use them and you're going to understand how they are used. All right, so the first thing to do is to select this first eyedropper tool without any sign next to it. Then you're going to click in an area to select that particular color, and you're going to furthermore make a selection to exclude that particular part where we want to smooth it. So that's actually the whole point. All right, so I'm going to select this area, and you notice that nothing actually happens, but if you look over here, it actually changed. It changed, the HSL actually changed all the way to the browns, and you're not going to notice that until you check in the color or gray. All right, so you can equally, depending on what looks best for you or what will seem best for you for the selection, you can select any of these, but I'm going to go with the color gray to give me more information about the color that I'm going to select specifically. All right, so I'm going to select the eyedropper tool with the plus sign next to it, click and drag without leaving the left mouse button. All right, what you notice immediately is that I am selecting a wide range of color that looks identical to what I selected first. All right, so you notice that the background has been selected, as well as her hand, as well as her hair. I don't see this as a problem because the background holds no details in the background. So if it's selected in addition to the skin, it doesn't pose any sort of a problem. So I'm going to furthermore select the areas that I want to be included in the selection. All right, but you notice that her lips are actually in color. They are kind of a little bit of a pale red, or should I say pink. I think the makeup artists call it nude, and so if it's not exactly the same color as the skin, you shouldn't select it, or you should leave it not selected, just like the eyes and the eyebrows and the hair, as well as the product that she's holding in her hand. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to select the eyedropper minus, click on that area, and you notice that because the detail in that selected area that is meant to be deselected holds a lot of detail likewise in the background as well as the skin tone. And so What you're going to do again is that since the software has been told with the negative eyedropper tool to deselect one particular area, if you activate the eyedropper plus sign, what we're going to essentially do is that you're going to be able to select the skin back without affecting the lips so much, because the software remembers that we've deselected a part of the lip, so it doesn't really target it all in total. With our selection done, omitting the eyes which are not of the same color as the skin and anything else that we don't want selected, we're going to move to refine, and here we're going to find denoise, all right, and blur. All right, what these does is that it eases out the edges and helps smoothen out the blur or the smoothing of the skin so that it doesn't become very sharp at the edges of the eyes. All right, so I'm gonna equally push the denoise to the right a little bit. You can do this according to your taste, but you have to keep an eye on the image as it changes. All right, so I'm gonna push the blur a little bit to the right, and once I am kind of satisfied with what I have right here, I'm gonna go all the way down to sharpen, and this is where actually the magic happens. All right, so I'm gonna push the sharpen to the left, and immediately you notice that the skin moves from how it is now to a smooth surface. All right, so this is what we actually have right now. So if I should play this back with an enlarged screen, I'm gonna notice a smooth skin. All right, becomes soft and inconspicuous than it was before. All right, this method helps you out smoothing the skin and remove or reduce the details that are quite unwanted in your shot. All right, so how do we revert back to how it was and maintain a good look, still having our skin being in that smooth form? All right, so all that we need to do is to uncheck the color gray, and we have a smooth skin. So if you look at the arm area, you notice that the skin looks a little bit more smooth than it was before. So I'm going to place these shots side by side so you can take a close look at how smooth the skin has turned into than it was before. And that's exactly how to do it. Thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and turn on the post notification button to be always notified if future videos are uploaded on my YouTube channel. Until the next video, I'll catch you later. Have a wonderful day. See ya.